Hey, it's Brooklyn Lou the Skeptic, former evangelical, now a stone cold atheist. People think religion is about belief, and much of it is. But if you look closely, it's actually about something much deeper and much more subtle. Religion doesn't just tell you what to think, it teaches you how not to think. The religious method of thinking closes your mind because it starts with a conclusion and then tells you to interpret reality to match your already set in stone beliefs. Critical thinking does the exact opposite. It starts with reality, gathers evidence, and lets the conclusion emerge naturally, even if it's uncomfortable. And the first casualty of this type of religious magical thinking is your own common sense. Let's talk about it. Common sense is an advanced philosophy. It's not science. It's not skepticism. It's the basic, innate human ability to look at the world and say, does this make sense? It's the instinct that tells you if someone makes an outrageous claim, they're gonna need strong evidence to back up that claim. If a story contradicts reality, question it. Do not just accept everything that someone tells you. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Common sense is the default setting of the human mind. Now, religion actually overrides our own common sense. And here's the part that nobody really talks about. Religion doesn't destroy intelligence. It destroys permission. It puts your mind in a box. It takes away your permission to question things, permission to doubt, and permission to follow your own instincts. You're taught that if your common sense conflicts with doctrine, your common sense is wrong. So you learn to override the most basic reasoning tools that you were born with. Here are 3 ways that religion breaks common sense. It normalizes contradictions. You're told that things can be true even when they don't make any sense. Miracles, paradoxes, talking animals, men walking on water, divine loopholes. You learn to accept contradictions as mysteries. It reframes doubt as a flaw. If you're questioning something, it's not because the claim is weak, it's because you are weak. Your doubt becomes a moral failure, not a solid rational signal. High control religion teaches you that doubt is a very bad thing. And this is simply not true. You're told that you should feel guilt and shame for just questioning the belief system. It replaces evidence with authority. Instead of asking, is this true? You're trained to ask, who said it? This is why religious people often scramble to ask an authority in their particular religion how to respond to basic criticism. Instead of thinking these things through on their own, they have to go to an authority to get the answers. They're taught to not trust their very own thought processes. Authority becomes the shortcut, and this shortcut bypasses good old common sense. Now, this isn't about intelligence. Some of the smartest people in the world are religious. This is because religion doesn't attack your IQ. It attacks your mental framework. If you're taught from childhood that questioning is very dangerous, you'll override your own reasoning to stay safe and to feel comfortable. That's not stupidity. That's conditioning, and it's a form of mind control. The moment people start leaving religion isn't when they stop believing in God. It's when they stop overriding their own common sense. It's when they give themselves permission to trust their own thoughts. It's when they stop looking to other people to do the thinking for them. When finally someone comes to the point where they say, wait, this just doesn't add up, everything starts to change. When a person gives themselves the freedom to think for themselves, the contradictions start to stand out. The excuses stop working. The fear starts losing its grip, and they're closer to being able to think freely. They're now on their way to becoming a truly free and autonomous individual. Religion doesn't make people stupid. It makes people ignore the intelligence that they already have. It places them in a box where they feel safe but are unable to engage with the real world around them. It's as though they have become locked in an alternative universe, one designed to protect the belief system, even if it means suppressing the believer's own mind. Religion will make people feel good while limiting their ability to actually face reality. But the moment you give yourself permission to trust your own mind again, your common sense starts to come back. And once it does, you start seeing everything much more clearly. And this is really good news, because clarity isn't just about rejecting old beliefs. It's about rediscovering your own mind. It's the moment you realize that the world is bigger, richer, and far more interesting than the tiny version that you were handed. Your mind starts working the way it was always meant to work, without fear, without filters, and without someone else's script telling you what your thoughts are supposed to be and what they're supposed to mean. If you like this type of content and think it may help someone, do share the video and drop a like, as well as comment below. I really want to hear from you. And if you want to support my work in just a very small financial way, you can buy me a coffee. That link is in the description. Until next time, folks, think rationally, trust yourself, and be happy.